Salam alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh. Bonjour tout le monde. Hier, on a parlé un peu de la stratégie foncière nationale.
Yesterday, we have tackled the national strategy and
pour
how can
rappel,
we
cette stratégie
exploit
foncière
it.
nationale s'est articulée sur 18 leviers stratégiques
So it
qui ont
was
été
based on
regroupés en 5
seven
axes
levers
stratégiques. Et pour vous
based
donner un
on
peu une idée
five
sur le
research
foncier et
axes.
son importance
Now
pour
we will talk
l'aménagement
about
du territoire
the importance of land and its management.
Alors, la session d'aujourd'hui
For
se porte
today's
sur
session,
le régime de l'immatriculation foncière au
we
Maroc,
will
en montrant ses
tackle
principes, ses avantages et son
land
rôle dans le
registration
renforcement
and
de la
cadastre at the
sécurité
service of
foncière,
national
puis les enjeux
land
liés aux procédures
governance
d'immatriculation foncière et à l'inscription
and
des faits,
its role.
dispositions et conventions sur les livres fonciers. Pour un deuxième temps, on mettra la lumière sur le cadastre marocain, ses spécificités et ses points forts, en évoquant l'importance et les apports des projets cadastraux en cours. Et sans trop tarder, je vais donner la parole à César, conservateur général à l'Agence nationale de la conservation foncière, du cadastre et de la cartographie. Merci.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم والصلاة والسلام على أشرف المرسلين وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. الحضور الكريم
English.
وصفته. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله تعالى وبركاته. موضوع مداخلتي في هذه الجلسة هو تحت عنوان دور نظام
on the theme of the door of Morocco in protecting the land and securing the sustainable development. We will tackle this topic from three different angles. The first angle, a brief vision on the system of the preservation of land in Morocco, and the second angle, protection of the prevention of loan. The third axe is the role of digitalizations in preserving land in Morocco. Introduction, as we know, land is important in individuals' life and groups' life. And it's also an index on sustainable development. Also, the ownership of land plays a pivotal role in balancing between and also the common good of the society through the institutional of the state from another part. And bearing in mind that this right has achieved a tremendous value in protecting the Constitution, the Moroccan Constitution 2011 that states below saves the ownerships and this take ownerships according measures that we
ويعد نظام التحفيظ العقاري الذي اعتمده المغرب منذ بداية نشر 1913 من بين أهم الآليات التي تعتمدها الدولة من أجل ضمان حق الملك العقارية، بحيث برهن لمدة تزيد عن قرن من الزمن بفضل المبادئ والقواعد التي يقوم عليها عن فعاليته في تطوير أو في توفير الحماية المتوخاة لحق الملكية العقارية وتحقيق الأمن والاستقرار العقاريين اللذان يعتبران كركائز ضرورية لتعبئة العقار للقيام بدوره الاقتصادي والاجتماعي وتشجيع الاستثمار وإرساء دائم التنمية المنشودة. وعرف الجهاز المكلف بالإصرار على تطبيق نظام التحفيظ العقاري بالمغرب منذ دخول أحكامه حيز التطبيق سنة 1915 مجموعة من التطورات من حيث تنظيمه، غير أن أهم تحول في هذا الباب تمثل في إحداث مؤسسة عمومية تتمتع بالشخصية الاعتبارية والاستقلال المالي تحت اسم الوكالة الوطنية للمحافظة العقارية والمسحقارية والخرائطية، وذلك بموجب القانون رقم 58 الصادر بتاريخ 13 يونيو 2002 الذي دخلت مقتضياته حيز التنفيذ في يناير 2003. وقد أسند هذا القانون الوكالة القيام بمجموعة من المهام من أهمها تحفيظ الأملاك العقارية، ثم إشهار الحقوق العينية والتحملات العقارية المصبة على الأملاك المحفظة أو التي في طور التحفيظ والمحافظة عليها، حفظ الربائد والوثائق العقارية وتزويد عموم المعلومات المضمنة بها، إنجاز تصاميم المسح العقاري في العقاري، وفي إطار سعيها نحو تحسين أدائها والرفع من جودة الخدمات التي تقدمها للمرتفقين، قامت الوكالة ببذل مجهودات كبيرة خلال السنوات الأخيرة من أجل إعداد منظومة معلوماتية متطورة ومؤمنة، حيث تم تأسيس قواعد بيانات عقارية وهندسية وخرائطية ساهمت بشكل ملحوظ في تحقيق تطور كبير على مستوى الإنتاجية أو الموارد المالية المتحصلة عليها على حد سواء، مع مواكبة ذلك بإصدار النصوص القانونية للتدبير الإلكتروني لعمليات التحفيظ العقاري. ومما لا شك فيه أن الانتقال من التدبير التقليدي المادي لمختلف العمليات والخدمات المتعلقة بالتحفيظ العقاري نحو تدبير لا مادي إلكتروني مواكب للتطورات العلمية والتكنولوجيا الحديثة يشمل مختلف الإجراءات مع ما يتيحه من سرعة وموثوقية وإمكانية تتبع مسار مختلف المراحل التي تمر منها الطلبات والقضايا الواردة على مختلف مصالح الوكالة إلى غاية المعالجة النهائية لهذا أو لها، هذا فضلا عن إمكانية التعرف على هوية كل الأشخاص المتدخلين في العملية المذكورة كلما تطلب الأمر ذلك، لا سيما في الحالات التي يمكن أن تكون فيها القضايا المعنية موضوع شكايات أو منازعات أو دعاوى تزوير، يعتبر وسيلة فعالة وناجعة لتعزيز آليات حماية الملك العقاري. من خلال هذه المداخلة سأحاول كما أسلفت في المحور الأول إعطاء نظرة موجزة عن نظام التحفيظ العقاري، لأنتقل في محور ثاني إلى إبراز استراتيجية الوكالة في تعميم نظام التحفيظ العقاري، وسأخصص المحور الثالث لبيان دور وأهمية تدبير الإلكتروني للتحفيظ العقاري ورقمنة الخدمات المرتبطة بها في تعزيز آليات حماية الملكية العقارية ودعم أسس العقار. إذا المحور الأول ما يتعلق بالنظرة الموجزة عن نظام التحفيظ العقاري في المغرب، سيتم الاقتصار من خلال التذكير بالقواعد العامة والمعلومات الأساسية المتعلقة بنظام التحفيظ العقاري من خلال النقط التالية: أولا مبادئ ومزايا نظام التحفيظ العقاري، ثم الإطار القانوني لنظام التحفيظ العقاري، ثم دور المحافظ على الأملاك العقارية والمحافظ العام في تطبيق نظام التحفيظ العقاري. فيما يتعلق بمبادئ ومزايا نظام التحفيظ العقاري، يرتكز نظام التحفيظ العقاري كما قلنا على مبادئ أساسية تجعل العقار محصنا من كل منازعة أو مطالبة، وتمنحه إطارا قانونيا واضحا، وبذلك يكون مشروع 1913 المتعلق بالتحفيظ العقاري كتشريع أداة فعال للمساهمة في الدفع بعجلة التنمية على الصعيد الاقتصادي والاجتماعي، وكذا ضمان استقرار المعاملات العقارية وتعبئة وتأهيل الملكية العقارية اعتبارا لما لها من أهمية لتلعب دورها في مجال الاستثمار وخلق الثروة. وعلى الرغم من أن نظام التحفيظ العقاري قد عرف عدة تعديلات كان آخرها غير أنه لم يتم مساس بهذه المبادئ التي أبانت الممارسة عن قوتها وصلابتها لما توفره من حماية لحق الملكية العقاري. يرتكز نظام التحفيظ العقاري على مجموعة من المبادئ سنحاول أن نتطرق للأساس منها فقط. أولا مبدأ التطهير القانوني، يقصد بهذا المبدأ أن العقار المحفظ على إثر إنجاز مصدر التحفيظ يؤسس له رسم عقاري خاص به يكتسي صفة نهائية فلا يمكن إلغاؤه أو التراجع عنه أو الطعن فيه أو في مضمونه أمام أي جهة كانت، بحيث لا يبقى المتضرر من قرار التحفيظ سوى الحق في المطالبة بالتعويض عن طريق إقامة دعوى قضائية في الموضوع. كما أن رسم العقاري المؤسس في هذه الحالة يشكل نقطة الانطلاق الوحيدة للحقوق المتعلقة بالملك المحفظ وكذا التحملات الواردة عليه عند الاقتضاء. ومن المبررات الأساسية لإقرار المشرع كون مسطرة التحفيظ العقاري تمر بعملية إشهار واسعة تضمن للغير إمكانية ممارسة التعويض بحيث يتم عبر هذا الإجراء تمكين كل من يهم الأمر
from guarantees, legal guarantees and rights and current rights. Secondly, the principle of the strength of restrictions, and the argument is strong with and the power of writing, and if the change it can be take down and or a legal judgment. Therefore, all actions in land should be restricted under the umbrella of it should request a, and it is needed in both and registration is what matters. Thirdly, the principle of privacy, private doing, which is it has a number and a name that characterizes it, and from its space and the need. The characteristic of preserving the land are including saving the ownership of the land. It's guarantees the protections of the ownership of the land, preservation of the land, deny all rights, and also all costs, and it shows the identity of the owner of the land if needed. Secondly, facilitating transactions, and on the basics of clear data, and thirdly, the moderations of the ownership of the land. So contributing officially in the country. Fourthly, entrenching the entrenching security in society with the preserving, and this is important, that will solve disputes in ownership and otherwise. Fifthly, alleviating the value of the land, and the preserved land is better than the non-preserved one. So I will repeat: the preserving the land. I will. The alleviating the value of the land, the preserved land, characterized with the opportunities in dealing with it, and that reflects in its value in the market. Secondly, the framework, the legal framework of the system of preserving the land. This system in Morocco, it shows many illustrations below. That was changed. The law, this law has been changed in 2011 on the rights with the Dahir 1915 and the ministerial decision on 4th June 1915 that and also the Dahir 2020 in 1373 of Rabi' Thani, which means 1953, and also that deals with the specialties of the preserver, and also the decision, the Dahir on 2014 in the procedures of preserving the land and all its operations, and that's what has been changed and changed. And also in 18 July in 2016 in knowing the identity and cost of the preserving the land.
المنظم للتحفيظ العقاري فسأركز وبنوع من الاقتضاب.
I will focus shortly on 2 points, main point below. The first, the procedure of preserving the land. The procedure of preserving the land. This procedure has many steps, and this mainly it will and cleaning the land from all claims, false claims. The that is changed by the law 1407 in 2011, and it has main steps. The main after sharing and delivering the request, and after that there is we initiate the or leaving it to the court and taking decision in refusing that when it needed. Bearing in mind that there are other procedures in preserving the land, and they have certain laws, as in the collective preserving, and when it comes to the restrictions on the land, this restricted right on the documents, the land documents. It has a or it will be and this restrictions on the rights on the it has some rules and regulations in mainly monitoring the documents and where the person's responsible, he monitored the identity and the competence of the parties, and making sure on the authenticity of documents, and also he makes sure that this rejection, it does not go against the legal document related to the operation, And when it comes, that is what insisted in on the Dahir, in the Dahir. Secondly, the respect, the respect of the continuation of restriction. If you cannot restrict this, if you do not, if this restriction is not correct, except if this right is restricted directly from the person that the land or the right is under its name. The right is pending. Thirdly, the role of the person responsible on preserving the land in implementing the system of preserving the land. In all local from the Dahir of August 2013, that deals with the, and also the if also there is some rules in to the person of preserving the land in the fourth chapter from the decision, the ministry decisions in the fourth chapter in 2015 that deals with managing the interest of preserver, the preserver of the land, and this below preserving data, saving documents, and monitoring whether it's correct or not, and also procedures that goes with the law, and ensuring data that is related to the rights and the loads of lands in there that deals with. Then there are other missions, and that deals with including the I don't need it. Giving information orally and also directly delivering all documents and settlements and collection of fees due of applications submitted to the real estate registry as specified in the decree relating to the tariff and fees of the real estate agency. And whether the agency is multiplied or not, we must find a legal institution that unifies the works, the institutional works, in order for consultations and opinion on matters that have some legal problems, and then in this lane we created an institution or the general or on the based on the Dahir that was in with 1950 and that it is still going till today. And this he made in implication of 1915, and then give instructions to the preservers of the land, and unified efforts and dealing with when it comes to the code of saving the real estate or land. And when it's unifying the work, the general person responsible aims to the request of and have a say on complaints and recommendations. This is a conclusion. Let's go to the next acts with preserving as a tool, the system as a tool in preserving the land. In application this system, there is in the legislation of local that have a alleviating the rates of preserving, registering the land, and so we must take new strategic in respect to the laws, the ongoing laws. Since its creation in 2002, the agency have launched a generalization and it has set some goals and until 2024, and the total number of the real estates and it facilitates the legal frameworks and working on partnership with other parties, generalizing the real estate regime systems. A set of legal texts was issued that includes several new developments at the level of simplifying and accelerating procedures in the field, and that have many updates and facilitating laws in real estate. And also the agency has made sure to including programming the saving real estate and utilizing technology with technological advancements, the air photographing, and also satellite photos, and also this agency, within the decisions of this agency that deals with projects, and that it until with 30 days as a maximum, with the Marsoom 22385 in 2023 that deals with legal procedures, and dealing and with and also advancing the data in to ensuring the quality and speed in response to this request, opening interest new in the lane of linking services of the agency to citizens and their missions. And also from one of the procedures is making campaigns to getting to know the agency and facilitating works, and opening a phone line to the green phone line to guide people and answer their questions, and also to deal with on the second point. In the second point, the legal procedure of preserving the land on rural areas that comparing to the other procedure, it's free. This procedure is free, supporting the request of preserving with a complete procedure steps collectively to save time and the less exposure, thanks to the collective presence of all parties. And this activation has led to tremendous results from many regions until the year 2004, covering 247 communities, and it resulted in the creation of 1,000,2058 new land titles. And until the year of 2004, to 301 included in one of the 249 region. And from the agency of the on managing the surface of the management of forest property with their within and concludes partnership agreements with institutional and administrative sector supervising the management of forest property, collective lands and state property. And this partnership has led to alleviating difficulties in the matters. And this partnerships cooperation with the framework of partnership has signed between the agency and the relevant authority has resulted in achieving important result represented in the preservation of vast areas of real estate in forest property in amount 6 million hectares. As for the lands of tribal groups, the total area preserved until 2000 reached 5.5 million hectares. If I made a mistake, please correct me. And the third axe is the importance of the management of digitalization of the in digital saving. The role of electronic management of real estate registration operation in enhancing the protection of real estate ownership and to boost the increasing the quality of service, and it's stated it's as it's the center of its work through a strategic to activate digital from a human side, and also giving the green light to with the ability to pay via the internet and with a safe and easy method, and achieving for simplifying the rules, reducing the deadlines for procedures, ensuring more transparency, increasing the quality of services. And this partnership has led to tremendous results. And the third axe is the importance of the management of digitalization of real estate in enhancing the protection of real estate ownership and to boost the increasing the quality of service and increasing the quality of services. And with the, as the historian has said, and rules of digital use of saving the real estate land. And to showcase on the importance of that, we ensuring the techniques of. I will talk about it in these points. That deals with, so we can deal with firstly to ensure creating a database for managing various operations and issues related to real estate that will with it utilize many programs and apps. The program of تدبير or it's an electronic app which you can use, and we receive many applications, and that was preserved to take a continuation in time. And also the agency deals with the matters that the different matters via online from the database, and from the without the need to files of fees. On this, it can be respected or refused with the space of professionals, and every professional is aware of the details of the request presented by them and follow it and expected, either accept or refuse, or bearing in mind that the agency is looking forward to generalize the service within all professionals and users. Bearing in mind that this matter, the matters sent electronically with a number 200, a lot of a huge chunk of requests digitally. Can you summarize, please? We don't have time. The program of management, document management. It has data and many things, and the program MATLAB. It's a program, memorization program that deals with the and also the real estate fees management program, document management program, real income management program. When it comes to the second point, the documents and its role in saving real estate, we have procedures that can promote the agency. Agency have launched many electronic services that make users for services with a transparency and clearancy, and to the interest of the survey map surveys. one of the service that we can tackle named the service of muhafadati is the service of muhafadati would lead the track or status of the registered real estate properties by notifying them via message text sent to their mobile phones or email whenever there is a new registration of real estate. Also, there is electronic real estate ownership certificates through which the application is submitted. The duties are paid and the required certificates are received after they are signed electronically, and they provide all legal guarantees to trust their content, especially in the verification code. Third service, topographic designs and electronic surveying tables, through which its application is submitted. 2 minutes. Digital real estate advisory. Through engineers and topography people or experts. And so to conclude, the efforts have obtained from the agency and the survey maps in the recent years have tremendous milestone in achieving strategic goals and management electronically all the procedures and digitalization of services which play a pivotal role in the lives of professionals through establishing a step that will and making a digital management a tool for and promoting security and transparency and trust through digitalization and alleviating movement with close up the policy to preserving real estate and survey. Sorry for taking a long time. Thank you for your attention. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.
شكرا سي زرق محافظ العام بالوكالة الوطنية للمحافظة.
Thank you, sir, for the presentation.
Foncière, en présentant en détail les.
You have presented in details the advantages and also the different procedures. Also, you have tackled the standardization and the simplification of all the procedures and how to integrate new technologies in this procedure. And you have tackled in detail, this technological or this digitalization, digital transformation. Now I will present the Moroccan Cadastre.
Alors, ma présentation va s'articuler sur 4 points, en commençant déjà par la présentation de la...
The Moroccan Cadastre in service of national land governance. Different progress pathways or trajectories. Similar to the presentation of the ANCFCC that knew many changes that had started in 1913 by the publication of the first Daira. I will give you the main dates. In 1923, the creation of the first cadastral cell. After the making of the law of September 22. It has a budget that comes from different conservation land conservation facilities. The ANFCC works on the recognized attributions by the legislation in terms of registry, land property, cadastre. Very briefly, how is the ANCFCC is represented? The General Director or CEO and many others are related to the General Administration. The RCC, the Direction for Audit, Secretary General, the Communication Department that is related to the Secretary General, and the pole employment and the pole support. We will address the pole employment or the job pole instead of the support pole. Concerning the job pole, the only country where we have the three jobs gathered in the same institution. The map that depends. There are many other institutions that depend or are under the umbrella or aegis of one of the ministries, but for us, our institution is independent. It works throughout the Moroccan soil and other services in terms of land conservation and cadastral services, 73 in Chocho. In the different regions of Morocco, the 12 regions, all regions, each region has a representation of the agency. 73 cadastral services, even a Gargarat one that is very close to Mauritania, and other support actors for the presentation of the ANCFCC Morocco. It is today a unique institution and a unique Moroccan institution with more than 100 years of expertise in the field of land registry and mapping and cadastre. I will give some numbers for this informational heritage. 7 million titles, land titles, 260 digitalized documents, digital documents. I mean of that legal and technical documents. A covering by ortho images and satellite taken images. The strategic objectives on fundamental notions. There are many objectives: guaranteeing efficiency and quality, offering a service using technology, deploying a business model that is sustainable, and generalizing land registry throughout the Moroccan soil. The ANCFCC receives many requests online. The majority of requests are online. This is what we have talked with, what I have talked about with Mr. Azraq. In the legal framework, we can find there are three axes. legal. It has a power, a force that is based on evidence. Documentation, technical and legal documents that give that represents civil state and technical as well, since it guarantees the physical description of the land rights or laws, and the natural limits are well identified by the topography, and the surface is well specified as well. And the update, throughout the update, we continue the cadastral map that is a masterpiece of the cadastre service. The legal framework is an information system that has permanency and sustainability, since according to its legal arsenal, and that is updated regularly in the framework of operations subsequent to land registry. It also contains the modifications that were taken. Here we have the processes that are mastered for different projects, IFO, IFE, IFS, REM, AS, and many others. Here we'll talk about normal land registry. There are many steps. The detection at first, the pre-detection, the transmission of the plan to the continuity of the process, and for continuing the process concerning land registry, we have 4 points that are important here: the choosing and opening the region, investigations, legal investigations and technical investigation, and transferring the plan to the next step for our next process. First of all, the preparation of cadastral plans, updating cadastral maps, and updating databases, cadastral databases or cadastral databases. The online, the topography that is in the topography that is done by the private sector, we start by the control of the changes that are operated, and then we certify, we give certification, DT certification, and the upload of DT for the payment of of rights. Now to the economical cadastre. Here I talk about the context and objectives. The economic cadastre is in a socio-economical context that targets creating one consolidated vision under the recommendations of His Majesty. It is a component that is key in the strategy that targets increasing knowledge on land aspects and also information investigations on economical actors in the country. First of all, it targets improving the mastery of the territory, favorizing the adequate or the optimized management of land registry, creating conversion or conversions, creating conversions between and creating a better visibility on creating on the changes, promoting investments and economic and demographic growth for better visibility in terms of industrial land. Fourth objective, strategic objective, enhancing and contributing to the generalization of land registry, which means improving services and in the end exploiting the potential that is linked to collect data by using machine learning and AI to the services or to the disposal of the state here for the economical cadastre. Accessibility and availability here in this case, this is a new cadastre that is multi-use since there are different layers that make a whole based on creating favorable conditions and a socio-economic development that is inclusive and sustainable. Concerning this economical cadastre, it covers the whole Moroccan territory and each urban commune or rural commune. It is global since it shows how it is exhaustive in terms of data and how it is holistic in terms of coverage, and it can address and serve to different types of users. A unique identifier taking in charge the region, the province, the commune, and the douar or the tribe. Different updates occur. It is digital since it is a system of management and exploitation that dematerializes. No paper is used in the institution or in the exploitation. A lot of information. It is a geo-governance tool that creates economic information throughout the territory of the kingdom, processing different layers of information linked to land in different types and different stakeholders, and this is in a common referential that takes into account the legal aspects, urbanistic aspects, environmental, social, and else, and much more. The data of different types will be gathered to offer a large type of services in different layers. As I said beforehand, we can start talking about referential data or legal data or all important data for this economical cadastre, especially socio-economical data. The cadastre information, as I said yesterday in a other session, cadastre information and the national land governance. It is one of the strategies that are the most important for the country, mastering different aspects that cannot be done without a national strategy. That is why economic cadastre is very important. Geospace data are very important to understand the national dynamics and to have and to take the right decisions, the wise decisions. The instrument is regularly updated and it supports the and consequently it also supports the initiative. It is a challenge of quality as well, because the quality and accessibility of information, cadastral information in the national scale or territorial scale, this is a challenge to be able to permanently contribute to the national system of land registry. It is interoperable and its access is essentially to respond systemically and with pertinence to the growing demand on geospace information on cadastre. This is also a efficient management and a legal security, and is also to enhance experience in the property field. The Moroccan Cadastre, challenges of data quality. Improving the quality of this data. How? There are three work sites that are very important. The work site of normalization, the ANCFCC considers that the design and adoption of technical norms of quality and to have rigorous systems for collect, processing and validation of cadastral information. This is one of the major pillars for the production of cadastral data, worksite of dematerialization. And its capacity to face challenges of digitalization and amplifying the control that is done in terms of quality, availability, and completion on this data, and security as well. At last, the worksite of innovation and technological surveillance. It targets making quality its slogan and modernizing its procedures by bringing new aspects and updating regularly. Concerning informative referentials, we have started since 2022 up to 2024. We place, by establishing 62 guides for cadastral, 6 standards, cadastral standards, and we have just launched a new standard on cadastral information, 4 new guides on cadastral information, cadastral surveillance. The Moroccan Cadastre and its alignment to international standards, the 5 criteria of quality, ISO norm, ISO standard, the 5 criteria: coherence, logical coherence, exhaustivity, precision in terms of thematic, precision in terms of position, quality, and temporary time quality. We try to apply them and to put them in place. The Moroccan Cadastre worksite for dematerialization. I call it the digital transformation that is very important, that has new. The agency, Mr. Lazar, we have talked during his presentation. Since 2018, we have launched a portal, the portal of ANCFCC for the grand public, where we find a set of services on dematerialized products, where a citizen can purchase the property certificate, etc. Beforehand, the person had to travel and go all the way to the place instead of being it digital through our website. The service محافظتي as well, my governors. We have also created a space for topography engineers, a space for many other officials. I will speak about the cadastral space of mapping, where all information necessary information can be available for them to work at ease and to work at their office without having to be displaced to different services. They can purchase all documents or acquire all documents that are necessary for the property, knowing that these 3 documents are necessary to be able to have the information out by the urban agency. They can also acquire the cadastral documents, having claims on receiving claims on technical files, and this is very important. Beforehand, the topography engineer needed to get this place to deposit the technical documents. Now today it is not the case anymore. It can be done on the platform. Consultation in terms of digital cadastral documents and other services that serve a lot to the establishment of technical files and also mapping documents. The ANCFCC always in the dematerialization aspect. We have our actors, we have back offices, cadastral back offices, central ones as well. In each service, we have a back office to be able to process these technical files online by the engineers in charge, processing demands, and doing the monitoring and the steering of processes. The same back office that exists in different cadastres in the central level, we can access these back offices and have all information in real time. The IFE platform, as you know, the projects of land registry are very important projects in the agency. Therefore, we have tried to work on this process by putting in place a portal on the management, the digital management and the execution of projects from scratch up to final phase. It is the mass control of the deliverances by introducing AI. We have gained a lot of time through this mass control, since beforehand we were doing it on computers or manually. Today all of this is done fast and automatically. This has made us gain a lot of time. For the innovation work site, ANCFCC is an open organization that forges strong personality, social personality that is attached to working in riches and products for coherence of its image, to guarantee the quality of geospatial data. ANCFCC has put in place a modern system to be able to anticipate the next revolutions in the cadastre field, and to be able to align with the new trends, the new technological trends, and to be able to respond to many questions that are for the processes, the cadastre processes. Introducing AI in the cadastre field is a historic step to redefine and to have a transformation that is unprecedented, and to be able to take place in this revolution, historic revolution. The adoption of the 3D cadastre for Moroccan Cadastre. This is the development of a 3D cadastre has a dimensional potential. The management of information, cadastre information, in the horizontal and vertical level. This will create large potential of information on the land properties, and this will allow to understand better with more precision the descriptive territorial coverage. We have talked earlier the generalization or standardization of the cadastral coverage throughout the Moroccan territory, registered and not registered. This is to clarify and notify the country to support territorial planning and to favorize the economic development in different assets. Thank you.
Je crois qu'on va ouvrir le débat. Sans les bien.
سوف أفتح الباب لأي أسئلة. Mr. Ali. In the name of God, the most gracious, the most merciful, Muhammad al-Waqid, he's a legal consultant in the affairs in the directly in Abu Dhabi region. Thank you for the clarification and the presentation. I have two questions. The first question is in the what's the role of the person that's registered? Its role, the one who registers, in correcting the register, especially in error mistakes. The second question, the legislatures in Abu Dhabi is in Morocco, you call it's ongoing land. In Abu Dhabi, it's different case. In Abu Dhabi, we have from buying to delivering to receiving. It's a long process. The legislator in the Abu Dhabi, he created new system. He completes register, and this is what I'm gonna. This is what I concluded from your presentation. Thank you. Go ahead, Abd Ali. Thank you for the intervene for this information. There was some applications and there is some. It's the first time in a presentation there is. We have the questions on the space 19 million hectare. It's from the number mentioned in 6.6 million forests and more than that hectares in other lands, and the remaining is 7 million hectares. It's an operation we can calculate it, and with the system, and it's 10%. And this is a analysis of these numbers. My questions to Mr. If we preserve that Morocco, we say that Morocco will bear in mind that there is countries that take many models in, and it's the pathway to perfect operation of preserving the land. This agency, this thinking, is the agency of thinking of creating a new model in generalizing security, and I come back to you, Mr. The ongoing in the economical cadastre and
du cadastre juridique. Aujourd'hui,
do we have today an economic cadastre with the way that we want to implement? Will it be efficient in terms of generalization? So for the challenges that we have in the legal framework, in a positive sense, because we have some challenges. To assure the land registration.
D'autres interventions?
Do you have other comments?
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. عبد الله الفضلي، مهندس مساحه توبوغرافي. السؤال ديالي سيد المحافظ العام، المجلس الاقتصادي والاجتماعي والبيئي في التقرير ديالو السنوي أشار إلى أن من بين الإشكاليات اللي كيعاني منها العقار في المغرب هو تعدد النصوص القانونية وتعدد المؤسسات التي ينأى لها تدبير العقار. في هذا السياق نقدروا ناخذوا الإسقاط على جوج ديال المؤسسات أو جوج ديال التوجهات العقارية بصفة عامة. أولا المادة العقارية أو الحماية العقارية اللي تطلع بها المحافظة العقارية، وثانيا التعمير الخاضع بطبيعة الحال النصوص المتعلقة بالتعمير تحت تدبير الوكالات الحضارية والوزارة الوصية. السؤال ديالي ببساطة، أين يبتدئ وينتهي تدبير العقار في المغرب على مستوى التحفيظ ليبتدئ بعد ذلك تدبير العقار على مستوى التعمير؟ أو هل هناك تدبير موازي في نفس الوقت عقاري وفي نفس الوقت تعميري المادة العقارية، بحكم أنه كاين مثلا بعض النصوص القانونية اللي كتطرح إشكاليات مثلا على سبيل القسمة على سبيل المثال. فالقسمة ممكن أننا نشوفها من زاوية تعميرية حسب قانون التعمير، وكذلك من زاوية عندها علاقة بالتحفيظ العقاري في ظاهر 1913. وهذا هو السؤال ديالي، شكرا جزيلا.
Merci. La parole à Sissif. Sissif.
أنا كذلك بدوري أشكر الزملاء
So thank my colleagues, Mr. Mustafa Rahal, Lazraq Idris. I have a request to you, Mr. Director. 10 years and I work in Bani Malal in land. There is a divide in Bani Malal. The sector of in French, and the direction in back then they launched the law to get away from the problem, and this law 08 talks about fees and the demands. There's no talk about the land, non-registered land. It's still up today. It's not implicated. The Dahir does not apply to it. So we seek to send emails to the ministry, and according to the law 08 and 1980, we add more articles leading to this in Ibn Malal. Secondly, I left the directly back then 19 million in the span of 20 years. Honestly, the productivity is huge. When it comes to the economical cadastre, be aware of data. Why does not work? Because of the lack of information and the time of the directly consulted all ministries in collecting data. It becomes heavy to get information and be aware. It must be efficient. Period. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for. I have one question on. Thank you so much. The presentation, the two presentations, they were fruitful. The question is, what is percentage of women owners of land share, Moroccan land? There is a huge percentage on the agencies as a official number, or there is a lack of official numbers. Thank you. Okay. I will start from my experience I have with the agency I have transaction or interaction. There is a high taxes, high prices of transactions. I have a mistake in the name, for example, and if we correct the mistake, I have to pay 500 dirhams. This case. Is it logical? Is it logical? Thank you. Thank you. I give the word to Mr. Lazraq. Thank you for all. Thank you all. Important questions. The first brother, that he asked a question on how the role of the muhafiz on land and the depending land, and when it comes to the authorities in Morocco. The mistakes. So the mistakes. There are laws that encadres or encarns these mistakes, and try to fix these mistakes. And according to the chapter 29 from the ministry law of 315, we don't have a problem in that. We don't have a problem. When it comes to I don't know if you mixed it up. The land in ongoing is the type of land that it's procedure. It's ongoing. It's still pending. It's not registered yet. The procedures did not. And the pending land it's specialized. It's specialized, and it have some laws, specialized laws, and it protects the parties in when it comes to the pending lands. The brother, he talks about the space, the number of the space registered in Morocco. The question was in the name on the name and the explosions in this domain, especially when it comes to the space, registered space on the local level. 19 million hectare is an important number, and we should remind ourselves that this is on the north, in the south of Morocco, and the east of Morocco, and agricultural we cannot agriculture lands. The strategy of the country is focused on some regions or places that's important. It's important places. It's specialized places. If we go to the restricted places on urban places and some cities in Morocco, Rabat, the Casablanca, 90%, the percentage of registry lands, 19 million hectare is a huge. It's not a huge chunk. When you compare it to the space of Morocco, and what we achieved is an important milestone, and it has a good place when it comes to registration land, and this 9% is. I cannot agree with you. I don't agree with you on this, and. If we remind ourselves the positive numbers that we have in cities and big urbans, we have big numbers on these places. Okay. registry.
الوكالة تفكر في آلية أخرى. مع شكون اللي طرح هذا السؤال هذا؟ مجال اختصاصنا هو العقار.
Our expertise is other governmental entities, and our role is only on registry lands, and that's it. The other brother, he talks about the economical, social, and environmental council, and he talks about the text, and to us we have legal procedures that embodies or encounters this and registering of land on its laws related to it, but the preserver, the registrar person, he has to abide by these texts. I think I answered your question. Of course, all texts related to the registry, and we have texts that are and other texts that the other texts, we don't have doubt about that. Mr. Sif, we will take it into account, and we will try our best if we have the ability. The percentage of ownerships of women to land is a number I don't have it personally, but if I had the ability through the digital system by the agency, if we can extract this percentage, then so be it. We will give it an attempt in a technical angle. We have data. If we can, technically it is possible. I'm not an IT guy, but I will give you that. If it's possible, it's possible. When it comes to brother who said questions on the fees, the fees and the cost of registry, it's clear. It's we have a document مرسوم in the country, and the entities, specialized entities that manage that, and eventually it goes to the party that launched this text, and the text is clear. 500 dirham for changing data is opinion. When it comes to the practices, daily practices, I think we would ensure you that every of these fees that mentioned in the fees are logical and objective. And I'll give you another information that the agency lost a lot of fees. You forgot heritage of 100 meters of any regions, whatever. He can inherit a villa or we wish him best luck. 1 dirham, and when 1 dirham in slums, for example, poor region, or you can have rights that the value of it have millions. Then therefore it's logical and objective. The fees are objective and logical. Alright, forgive me if I didn't answer enough. For living, I will answer 2 questions, Mr. Ali, the economical cadastre.
So for all the practical or technical part, it will be done. And what we will have is the conception of the information, the legal framework. We have tried to come up with the minimum of database. Nowadays, technology has really evolved and improved through the days. So we work with laptops. Thank you all. I will give the floor to you very briefly.
In the name of God, the most merciful, and peace and blessing on Prophet. In quickly, I will conclude on what happened in this session, in this conference of land, the third conference of land, under the team registering the land, and we say in Morocco, registering the land under a governance of land. I will conclude the word, but I will go directly to some things that were mentioned by the director and the Mr. And all through the discussions, and some conclusions that I came up with and recommendations that we can save. Firstly, keeping the strategic of saving the land and preserving the land, and keep going on efforts or measures for better services to users, and also managing the agency by working on by the digital work that the world witnessed. And for the second presentation, I can save it briefly. Uniting techniques, the blockchain in the electronical field for monitoring that, for more transparency and minimizing risks. Then AI, using AI in some operations related to survey map for minimizing time and minimizing the risk of human error and ensuring good results and efficient results. Then improving cadastre 3D and for information related to surveys throughout the surface or vertical, or will give more information on the ownership of land, and also measures that describe these ownership lands when it comes to with an easy and precise way. And also generalizing the surveys, also unregistered lands, to provide information and real photos to the land, and support and promoting economical development. And also we discussed some really important ideas and the role of the registrar in correcting mistakes. And this is by legal frameworks that was said, that Mr. Director has said, and also in managing the land, and we can say it gives the green light to and also economical developments and other fields, sectors. We saved many in the field, especially in the last 20 years, and this is what and the surveys of the lands as Mr. Director has said, and 20 million hectare, 19 million, and finally the role of the surveys, the economical role in generalizing and also saving challenges that the survey will face, especially when it comes the accuracy of information. And peace be upon you all. Thank you, Mr. Dicker, and thank you for the assistance. Thank you.